Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resistant.
Good morning. How's it going, Predator? Timbo in the house. What up? FOMC day today, guys. FOMC. Rollover. FOMC. All the things. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. We kind of did exactly what we thought we would do yesterday. I got off the stream. I talked about us rebalancing that 1 hour gap. We talked about rebalancing that gap. This is kind of what I thought we would do. And that's what we did here. You can see. Pushed right back into that gap at close. And then bounced out of it. So that's going to be our structure for bias today. If we close below this gap, we will expect us to run down into the 300s on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. We hold this gap and we get above this hourly gap above, we'll be looking for all-time highs again. So we'll see. It's kind of what we're thinking now. And everything in between is kind of probably just noise. Again, we got the rate decision and the minutes today, 2 and 2:30 Eastern. So one of those days where if you dig yourself a hole, you probably don't want to continue to trade to try to chase yourself out of the hole. Maybe just take the loss and walk away with it. What up, CC? Dean Lou in the house. Alexi, Tech T, Robert, Dylan tapping in. DJP, good morning. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking for today. We'll see kind of what happens at open. Obviously, right now we're above the VWAP, the 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, previous day close, and the open. So if we do to swing lower at open 486 level, we'll kind of be watching that. That's the London low. Maybe ES wants to pull back and sweep the previous day low. Like that's an ideal setup for a long, but I don't know that it happens. Previous day low 66.53 on the ES. Mancini has already tweeted and said if ES recovers the 66, we see 73. And ES currently at 67.75, so take that for what you will. Good morning, Francis. Clarity. So we could just go straight up here. I don't know. ES also above the VWAP. So we'll see. That's all we can do. Curd in the house. Max is over here eating and drinking, so if you guys hear a little, that's why. We did do some good stuff yesterday afternoon. I passed another Bulenox account and also passed this Take Profit Trader account. We flipping today. We already flipped. We're on day 4. Today's day 4. And then we'll flip tomorrow, and then we'll have a Friday, we'll have a Take Private Trader Pro account, another one, finally, after a while, after a decent drought here. But we did pass that one yesterday. We will see. You don't feel like trading today. I hate weeks. That's a day that you probably are completely right, and I think that's okay. To consider walking away and just not even taking a trade if you feel that way. I mean, I don't want to just jinx it and say there's not going to be good price action, but the potential of there not being good price action is definitely kind of high, right? I'm going back yesterday and looking at I want to look at yesterday's 5-second open. I did not look at it. I took the 15, or actually I didn't take anything yesterday, but I was looking for the 15. I was looking at the 15-second traded open yesterday, and I didn't take it. The 5-second actually. Let's see. No, I mean it went like 4 points, and then it would have lost. So the 15-second I think was a break-even trade yesterday. Well, it went 4 points. It did go actually the 4 points. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. No trading for you, Francis. Yeah, smart move. It's gonna, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I hate weeks. I mean, like, today's one of those days where, like, it's okay not to take a trade, in my opinion. It's completely okay not to trade. I'm going to look for a couple of spots, 1 to 3 micros on my funded account, maybe 5-minute inside bar. We'll see, and try to get a couple of $100 on my Buellanox account. But I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna, put the accounts at risk or anything like that. Just not gonna do it. This doesn't make any sense. Dylan said we must trade. No, you don't have to. I mean, like, I get it. You find a spot, if it's a strategy that you normally use, and you find a spot and it makes sense, take it. I kind of like a long, like, right here, to be honest. But we could easily just sweep lower, but I'm thinking this is a good area for a long. It's a good area for a long. I think I'm going to buy another MyFunded Futures account today. What up, LH? ES kind of bouncing off that 66 area again. That's part of the reason why I kind of like the long here. Let me jump over here to MyFunded Futures. I think I want to buy another account with them, and I may trade that for the most part today and see how it goes. I think I'm going to go with a 50K core account. Can you use Ninja? Yeah, just buy a Trade Evade connection. What up, design? Only goes up. Yeah, you can buy a Trade Evade connection and use it on Ninja, or a Ninja Trader connection. I mean, they have it. But I use the Trade Evade connection for Ninja Trader. That's what I typically use. So, but I'm going to use Quantower for this account. I'm going to use Quantower. TPT accounts needed. We need 14 more sales, Timbo, I think. 14 more sales. We sold a couple of more yesterday, but nothing too crazy. I'll show you guys in a moment. We need... Yeah, like, it might be 15. 14 or 15. I think 14 gets it there, probably. Let's see. 10 times 3. 30, 66. No, it is actually 15. But yeah. So 15 more cells. You have to pay for a connection. No, David, it's free when it comes to a prop firm. let me find, let's see here. Pull up a couple of things here before we get to the open. I'm gonna pull up Huss stream, I think, if he's still streaming. Let's pin it up. So we'll kind of see what happens. All right. So I'm thinking of taking the 15-second traded open. I don't know. We'll see here. Problem is, I don't know if I can bracket above and below. What is the risk? $300. Let me see here. Okay, I guess you can if you just go 3. So I guess maybe we'll do that. Good morning, Eric. Takamura in the house. 520. It's going to go right there. I don't know. I kind of think we're just going to push up at open. We do have relatively equal highs up there at 24,553. I don't even know if I got that marked out correctly. And then above there as well. And 563, we have relative equal highs as well. Look at this thing going. As I said, I like the long off this level down here because ES retested 66. There's the target. No, I'm not in anything right now, Eric. Good morning, Rob. If you guys have not already hit that like button for me, do that. We will do a giveaway today of a My Funded Futures 50K. I think it's a scale account. Wow, look at this thing going. Annoying. That's why I look at Mancini's levels, guys. I mean, he called that to a T there. He's like, we reclaim 66, we squeeze. That's exactly what we've done so far. Exactly what we've done. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do this 15-second trade at all? Or do I want to just take a normal trade? I don't know. Good morning, Danielle. Do I want to do that or not? I don't know. All right, I guess we will. Guess we'll take it. I think we'll have volume. I hate weeks. I do. So we'll see what we get. I mean, I'm not loving the downside here because we got everything. We got all those EMAs. We got the VWAP. We got the open. We got the close. We got all that stuff down there. I'm thinking up, but that being said, I don't know. So I got about 15 seconds here until open. Let's see. I might just look for the long here. That might be the wrong play, but that's what I'm thinking. All right, here we go. All right, quick and easy, down and dirty. I like it. I got in a little early there, but that's okay. So $227 right there, quick. Yes, push right up to 73 right there at open. I'm actually thinking about taking a breakout here of the 540. We're staying inside that 15-second range for now. Now ES is rejecting that 73 now. Pushed up there to 74. What up, Black Phoenix? How you doing? Yeah, the 15-second actually didn't trigger yet. It triggered just now to the short side. So probably was a loser. Yeah, you're supposed to be 2 ticks above the high. So the true 15-second is not triggered in yet. I guess depends on where you're at. All right, I'm going to get off this 15-second before I... So if this thing starts going here, I think we'll rip through the 553. What up, Pine Tree? What up? All right, we get above 540. Man, I kind of think we rip. I kind of want to just take a trade above 540, but right into that overnight high at 553. But for now, it's holding below it. Did ES run the overnight high yet? Nope. Or did it? Oh, I think it did. Filling the gap there, testing the open, the close. I think ES did sweep the high. I mean, it was right, either double topped right at it or it swept it. Back down to the 510s. Just keeping an eye on everything here. If we get back above 515, 520, I may stab long here on an eval. We'll see. Overnight low down there, 486. Kind of a scary spot. You got the whole number right there and all that good stuff. ES definitely kind of pushing a little higher there, but not quite as weak as Nasdaq. So I'm going to stab long here on an eval. I'm going to go stop to break even at 510. I'm looking for 522. So I'm going to go stop to break even at 510 here. And I'm looking for 522 on a pushback up. I got in kind of late here. Probably should front run these levels a little bit here. Let's go down to like 515. Let's take 13-point win here if we can get it. Stops us out. That's okay. All right, that's fine. Just a little psych level bounce there. The bounce back to 510 made a lot of sense. Beyond that, I really didn't know. So, just trying to sweep the lows, yeah. Yeah, ES still pushing here. I think this is going to be a pretty decent, probably soup level. Could maybe buy the 486 and it'd be just fine. Which is what I'm going to do. On an eval, I'm going to buy the 486.50. Going to have a 20-point stop with a 20-point take profit here. Let's see. Done for the day. Yeah, it could definitely be choppy. There's no doubt about that. Oh, my bad. That is London low down there. That could be where we're going. That could be where we're going. I didn't think about that. I did not get tagged in there, by the way. All right, now I'm tagged in. 494, 495 will be stop to break even here. And if I get stopped out here, that pretty much means we're going to sweep the 456. But kind of the push back up into like 494 here will be my stop to break even. There we go, stop to break even. Said I wouldn't trade today, and that's what I did. Blew 2 accounts. Dang, that sucks. I hate weeks. Yeah, when you start off the day saying you don't feel like trading, I have that same thing. I hate weeks, where I'm like, I don't feel like trading today, and then I end up doing stupid stuff. I'm the exact same. All right, break even. I guess maybe I'm going for too many points here. I think I'm going to lower my TP down to 10 because that's 2 10-point trades where I could have had the 10 points, and I was going for the 20. So I'm going to lower my take profit down to 10 points. On those accounts. Break of the 90, probably the overnight low gets hit. So we'll see. Ever trade pre-market and after hours? I do, Tyson, just not always. It just depends. It looks like it wants to move down to the 456, but what does this thing actually normally do? Like a lot of times recently, right? Leave these levels. It doesn't quite get there. We'll see if it makes it to it. We'll see if it makes it to it. Back to the VWAP there on the ES at 667. We all know what it normally does, yeah. Pre-market, I would say you could trade 8:30 a.m., 8 a.m., somewhere in there. It's going to be slow. After hours, you could trade like 6 to 8 p.m., 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Something like that. Something like that. All right, pushing down here 470s. Max said he said he's a little woofy today. Maybe Eric, I don't know if it gets down there. We'll see if it gets down that far, really. That's the question. Kind of twitchy here. If you're not already short, it's kind of too late, you know? Sell Mortimer, sell. All right, got 10 points there on an eval. On a little bounce. A little bounce play out the pivot point here. Got long down there, 66. Took it up to 76 or whatever it is. You work 6 a.m. to 4:30, so I'm just trying to... Yeah, I would say trade like the open, Tyson. 6 p.m. Eastern to 8 or to 8:30 or 9. Those 3 hours. You got the Tokyo Open at 8, I believe. Is that Japan Open? One of those. So you get a little volatility at 8. So 6 to 9 is not horrible. Back into the 9 EMA there. Retesting that 86 level. Took a risky short at 84. Let's go. I do think we hit that 456 and maybe bounce. We will have an SMT. ES is nowhere near the overnight low. ES is nowhere near it. 666 on the ES is right there we're at. We may not go lower. Yeah, I mean, once you get used to it, you'll be fine with it. Man, that 666 level there on the ES is just holding. It is holding. Pushing below 66 now on the ES. I think, man, I really think this could be like a soup area down here at 456. Potentially. Let's kind of see what happens. Pushing down through the pivot point to the 60. ES still holding up. I think, man, I do think this is going to be a good soup area. You're short on YM. Let's go. Good luck, sir. ES about to break ascending trend line. I mean, I think it's going to hold it, though, man. It's the problem. I think this could be a very good soup area. I mean, I may not even, it's ripping right back off of it. ES back above 666 here. 66. I don't know. Do we get one more push lower to clear out the 56? I really don't know. It's tough to say. Yeah, YM moves sometimes. I don't even watch YM Pantry. Maybe I need to. I just stick to the two, ES and Nasdaq. And this thing is ripping here. It looks like it wants to go, but like I don't see how it doesn't take this level. But this is what we talked about just a minute ago. Like it goes towards a level and then punish everybody you chased. Punish the 15-minute breakout traders and everyone who chased. That's what it's doing. Man, look at ES holding that 66 level there and just ripping. Max, what are you doing? Back up to 86 here. Oh my goodness. See, I bypassed this trade because it did not clear out the 56 level. 4 points away from it. Well, 100% taking this recovery of the 66 level on ES if Nasdaq had cleaned out this level. For sure they're designed for sure. So I'm up $200 on an eval, $200 on $227 on my funded Bulenox account here. Taking it above the 54,000 mark. I might look for one more trade on the Bulenox, try to get it to the $400. We'll see. Look at this thing go, man. This thing is just ripping. This is crazy. Up 454, let's go. You're short off the gap? Yeah, that 5-minute gap. Problem is you got one above you though, Dylan. If you look on the 5-minute, it could retrace all the way up to 511 here. I don't know. I might try the long here on this eval. Potentially. $30 seconds left on this candle. So we have this gap up here as well, so that's what I'm talking about. It could retrace up to 511 before it pushes back down. That will actually be my break even. I probably will just take profit there anyway, 10 points. If we close above here, like I said, I think it's good enough for an eval. It's good enough for an eval. I'm just going to go for 10 points here. Base hit. Push above that whole number should give us a little push, a little shove into the 510s. Got to get through that 50 EMA there. My take profit's kind of at the VWAP, which is a little scary, but I think it gets it. There we go. Boom. Nice and easy. Got my daily base hit on that account. Up $410. This is an area where I would normally short. Right here, previous day close and open and look for 10 points right off this level. Just 10 points. So it needs 505 on this push down. And there's the short. I'm telling you guys, that previous day close and that open level, the retest of those levels before 10 a.m. is a little scary, but they work like probably, that's about a 67, 68% win rate on those trades, which if you took it every single day, is worth it. So you see the 5-minute tapped into that imbalance as well. So not only did you have this, you had a small 1-minute imbalance here. You have a bigger 5-minute imbalance to go along with it. Mancini says, there's 6673. First target tagging the ES is posted as the 8 a.m. 66 reclaim C73. He did post that. 81 second target, protect profits ahead of FOMC. Let the lotto runner work. As warned since yesterday, this market is all about 66 level, and this is our pre-market FOMC magnet. 60 must fail to dip. You took that short, Coach Fred? Yeah. Previous day close. Eric, mine is at 513.70 or 514 basically. 513.75. Now yours might be at, that might be the settlement. If you're using an indicator for it, it marks out the settlement price. I don't use an indicator for it because it's not accurate. The previous day close to me is the close of the 559 candle. And so I mark that out manually. And the open as well. Now, I wouldn't be shocked, guys. I would not be shocked, you know, if we kind of get that now. We'll see, because the ES is about to sweep the high. So ES sweeping the high there. Let's see if that happens. I don't know. Let's see kind of what happens. Yeah, Takamura. Well, the thing is, like, you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? You either take the levels. I'm not taking trades directly off those levels, right? So I use that level as like, just, do I really want to short into that level if there's a support there, so on and so forth. But he does call these out quite often. He does call them out quite often. He's very good at, what's the word? Charting. He's very good at charting. Very good at charting. Divergence with the ES. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So if ES kind of rejects up here, if Nasdaq holds down, it needs to turn down soon though. Otherwise, it looks like it's probably going to run the highs. We'll see. This is kind of where you need to see the rejection. Back below the VWAP here. Should get us a little push lower. Back through that 490, I would venture a guess that we move quickly down into the 450s. If we get through that 490. If we hold this level, then we go up. Oh yeah, talking more for sure. Well, you got to remember he does sell a newsletter, not a course, not anything like that. So to promote your newsletter, what better to do it than to be able to call levels And you know, that's what his Twitter is for, to promote that newsletter. Again, through 90, guys, I think we move swiftly down to this level. Through 90, you're probably going to see a pretty swift move here. Let me actually connect my funded futures. See if I can get my funded futures connected before this trade triggers. Again, I'm going to be being very cautious today, guys. I mean, so far what we've seen is played out. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. All right. All right, through 90 here, I will take the short. Oh, shit. I'm on the wrong chart. I'm on the wrong one. Got it. Pulled up now, just in time. 456. All right, taking the short here. I'm going to target that 456 level. ES at the VWAP here, so that's what our kind of line in the sand is here. I might cover if the ES pushes into that 66 level again. We'll see. Oh, darn it. ES gets through that VWAP there at 68. We should see a little bit of an elevator here. TPT, no, there's no code. 8 weeks. No code for it. You just have to do it. I want to see a little elevator here. ES through the 66 level there. I want to see an elevator. I might cover at 76. That's kind of your low-hanging fruit, if you will. You know what? Let's cover at 76. Let's not be greedy here. Again, that's kind of the low-hanging fruit on this trade. I do think we take out that 56 level, though. There we go. Kind of an easy read there, right? That's not anything difficult about that. I think it does move down to the 56. I'm going to take the easy W there. I'm going to take the easy dub, not fight the wick, because I do think a bounce could happen somewhere around that 470 area. Could get a little bounce in that 470 area. I don't think it's going to bounce and like stop you out, but it's going to bounce maybe 485, 490. Right at 470. So right in here, maybe a little bounce. Let's see. Kind of a retest of 85.90 on a pushback up would kind of make sense. I don't know if it happens, but I would guess something like this, and then let's just see. Tapping into the 70 there now. Let's see what happens. It might just run through it. Below that wick, it just does go straight through. All right. I think it's just going to go straight through it now. Maybe we should have just held. Now, I do think this is a good soup area. A good soup long off this level. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for 10 points off this level. Looking for 67.75 here. Let's look for 67.75 if we can get it. I'm going to go stop to break even 64. Top of the hour here. ES is sneaking below the 66. Might get stopped. Actually could give this more room. We only got one ad opportunity on this account. So let's do that. We're going to take an ad opportunity at the 50. And if it gets that first take profit at 60 hit, we'll move stop in to break even here. So right there. There we go. Stop to break even on that runner, and bam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Come again. Thank you, come again. You're long? Let's go. What up, Pine Tree? Good call. Took that with you on the 15 points. Let's go. Done for the day. Think we have a sideways. Maybe. Do have a 1 minute. Look at this 1 minute potential inverse here. This looks good. If this closes on this candle, this looks really good. I'm in this. I'm going to go for 10 points here. Risk my profits here on this account. Through that 50 EMA or 20 EMA, 90. What is that? That's the 9. Through that 9 EMA, I think we can go. Just looking for 10 points here. See if we can get it. Come on, give it to me. If we get above the 9 here, I think we can go. ES needs to reclaim that 66 as well. I might kill this. Above the 9, I'm probably going to move the stop in. Get through the 9. Come on. All right, through the 9. Stopped out there. I think it goes. I think there's a decent chance it goes, but I don't want to fight it again through the 9. Still think it probably goes, but I don't like how it was holding up. My take profit wasn't that high. I mean, like 6, what was it, 85? It looked pretty good, but that's why I went break even there at the 9, just because like I didn't want to fight it. What up, Jen? Yes, thank you, thank you. Hit the trend line and bounced. Yeah, ES is pushing down, looking like it wants to test that 60. Maybe you get an SMT. Again, after a big sell-off, the first one is kind of like, yeah. Now your stop to break even is here because we created a swing there. Well, if it doesn't get above this swing before this candle closes. We might move lower here. ES is pushing down to the 60 level. The overnight low on the ES is 53.75. All right, so I'm glad I covered that. Really glad I covered that. Guys, exclamation point cash in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. It's going to be a My Funded Futures 50K account. We got 23 likes. Need to pump those up to 50. So now that would be your stop to break even if you did take this mechanically. And I would expect some expansion above this wick if it is going to go. There's stop to break even. So at very least, it would be a break even trade. Entry should be 473. For me, would have had the same result because my entry was here. So I would have been break even anyway. And there's break even. So it would have been a break even trade either way. Either way would have been break even. Potential inside bar here on the 5-minute. We got 2 minutes left on it. Don't really have a clear idea as to which direction that I think we're going to move. I might take the inside bar if it forms on my fundeds with 1 or 2 micros. Yeah, I'm looking at it, Eric. I may take it with 1 or 2 micros because it is FOMC day, so I may want to reduce risk here. It probably doesn't form, to be honest. We do have a bearish imbalance right there at the high of that candle, the previous candle, so 80.25. If it pushes above there, it's going to be an invalid inside bar anyway. I see that's the problem with this play. We do have a bearish imbalance here on the 5-minute. So it could tap into that and then just rip lower, but so that's the problem with this one. I think I'm going to go 2 micros on this one. The bar is relatively small. So risking $65 on this one. Across the funded accounts. I almost prefer this not to form, to be honest with you. $24 seconds. Probably gonna form. All right, let's see here. Monday's first presented gap. Oh, here we go, guys. What's the low of this candle? 462.50. Can't bracket above and below here, so inside bar is a little bit lower on the micros here. All right, tagged in 478.75. All right, let's see how it plays out. We're not gonna, you know. Yeah, Takamura, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Come on, push it lower here. Through the pivot here, we probably can get going. Pivot point down there like 61. What I might give this like 5 more points or something to the upside. Here's the thing. I think this thing could rebalance that gap to the upside and still go down. So I'm thinking about moving my stop up to 85. I'm going to move it up to 85 here. What are we risking? 24 points. That's 50. What is that? I don't even know. All right, that's a good reaction there. Let's get through that pivot point there and let's start running. Let's get through that pivot point there and start running lower. You took a long one runner, SMT with ES, yeah. Just been sitting and watching and living vicariously through you. Yes, Maximus. That's what Maximus Aurelius, leader of, I don't know, I can't say it. I don't know it. I don't know what the saying is. Got to get a close below 66 here. I mean, that really should send us down. If we can get a close below 66 on the old nasty girl here. Not going to do it on this candle. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get a push down here. Going to rebalance this 5-minute gap, looks like. So technically that's the stop out. I've got my stop above, a bit above. That's why I give it a few more points there, because I think it could balance that gap and then push down. Funding ticks is 35% off, $50 for the 50K account. Use code MM. You are right, Alfred. What up, Gold Chest? Let's see if this thing will push down now. Now, if this thing does not start to run lower here, guys, I will just take this off. Because technically the 5-minute inside bar has already failed. Need to get below this wick here at 60. This next little push down here, I'm going to get out. I'm going to cover one there for a loss, but reduce my stop, reduce my risk here. If ES pushes through 60 here, this thing goes down, but if it doesn't, all right. All right, all out there. Break even, basically. Could have taken the loss on that trade, but the thing is, I believed in it going down after it balancing the 1-minute chart, after balancing the 5-minute. So down $4. I think I managed that okay. Could I still be holding it? Yeah, but does it make sense to? Probably not. I mean, like, let's not be greedy. It's FOMC day. We're lucky to get out right there with a break-even trade. I think it probably goes down, but I think getting out there makes sense. I trade one mini Tyson on a lot of accounts, but on my funded accounts, 1 to 3 micros. Thanks, Coach Fred. Took 50K TPT yesterday, blew it at the same day. Hate it trading on TradingView. Wish they had Project X. Yeah. Sorry, Eric. Thank you for using my code, though, you the man. So yeah, that inside bar, it just made sense, right? You had your 90 EMA sitting up there inside that gap. You had a 5-minute bearish gap there. So like from a logical standpoint, you think we rebalanced that gap. That's why I almost didn't want that to form. You heard me say before that formed, I said, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I hope that it doesn't form. I was hoping that it would rebalance the gap before the close, and then we would get an inside bar on the next one or two. But it just didn't happen. That's just a chart time thing right there, where maybe moving your stop makes sense and it goes against stop placement maybe on a strategy that you're trading. Still, and also, why did I cover there? You're like, oh, methodical. You moved your stop. Why did you cover? Well, what did I just talk about earlier? I mean, do I want to be holding a short into this key level? No, because I don't know what's going to happen here. Could it do this? Yes, it could. But it could also do this. You know? So we don't know what's going to happen there. So covering there for a break-even trade is the safer play, in my opinion. It might not be the right play, but it's the safer play. It's just the safer play. Down $4, but who cares? It's $4. I tried to give it a little shot to be able to go by letting it run into the profit a few points and moving my stop, but so yes, kind of holding up there at the 660 level. All right, let's we'll do the giveaway at 10:30, guys. Exclamation point cash in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. Like I said, we took a couple of trades on the My Funded Futures account there that we just bought. We're up $670 on that eval today. Bulanox 228, and then yeah. That's it. Oh, yeah. And then this account, 410. So, yeah. Seeing price pretty good. Pretty good today so far. Going with a little intuition. And then over here we had a flip day on TPT, and then we're down $4 on the others. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Like I said, do I think this goes down? Yeah, I think it does. I just don't want to fight it. I don't want to fight it. I didn't have diamond hands enough to hold it. Because our take profit was just below initial balance low here. Which is not set yet, but like 445 was our take profit. 446 area. I think it hits it, but I don't know. That would have sucked because the 5 minute would have stopped you out. It went, what, 3 ticks? What did it go? 3 points above? 78. Yeah, it went like 3 points above it and then pushed back down. She was trying to be a dirty girl. A dirty girl. Now ES is testing that pivot point. Is there a pivot there? I think there is. I think there's a pivot there. No, maybe not. No, there's no pivot there. Let's look around, see how everybody else is doing. Check it out. Check it out. What's old Husk up to? And like today's a day, guys, like break even, you call it a win. If you're not green right now, if you're not green already, coming into the first hour of the market being open, it's only going to be tougher. I mean, the price action between 10:30 and 2:30 over those next 4 hours is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You got 2 p.m. Eastern, they'll release the rate decision, and then you got the minutes at 2:30. So let's go, Jen. Yes. You see what I mean? This thing's just grinding lower. Would I be in profit? Yes. But, like, I don't know. I just don't want to fight that. I don't want to fight it. You see, like, Nasdaq is, like, trickling down, and then, but ES is not cooperating off that 60 level. Here's the thing, guys. I don't even have to look at Mancini's information to know this. A recovery of this probably sees this, right? Because 66 has been the magnet. It's going to be the magnet. So and here's the thing though. It may not be like a clean. It might be, it's just it might dick around, but eventually get there. Yeah, Treff, very tough, right? Very, very tough. I mean, we're already in an idiot box very early on here. 10 a.m. idiot box. Right off the rip. And you see a little bit of a divergence here. I mean, I do think that ES is probably going to bring the Nasdaq back up with it. So, curious to see if it would have hit my take profit. For those of you who are wondering about last night's baseball game, the 14U, we played Habersham. We were winning 5-0 after 1, and then they called the game due to lightning. So we were leading 5-0 after the first inning. They had already changed pitchers. So that would have been our first win of the season, but they say they're going to reschedule the game, so we'll see. So we're still 0-1 technically, but I think it's pretty safe to say we were going to murder that team. We set them down in the first inning. They did get a runner on, but their top, I think they had, what was it, 3 strikeouts? I think Jackson had 3 strikeouts, and he gave up a walk. There goes my profit target. 15 points. 16. It was actually 16 points. But, yeah. So it would have hit. Like I said, I kind of thought it would hit, but just didn't want to battle it. Now I expect us to go up now. We swept the low. I mean, you could probably long here. Let's be honest. You could probably long here. I don't know where the stop would go. But I think you could long here. Let's see what happens. Initial balance will be set here in 3 minutes. You got a weird divergence going on here. Like I said, there is an SMT here as well. But if ES loses the 60, we waterfall lower. But I don't know. It's holding it pretty strong for now. A little triple bottom down there. Little triple bottom. Well, still moving lower here. ES is testing the 60 again. Let's see. I'm just looking around, guys. Finding something to listen to or something. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, still at the 60, guys. It still hasn't broke. Still is not broke. Still has not broke. Giveaway time? Yeah, it is. 428 is Monday's first presented. Probability can bounce from there. I don't hate it. I mean, it could go that low for sure. Looking like it now. Giveaway time. If you guys are not already in, exclamation point cash. Let me make sure we got 50 likes. We got 50 likes. 30 likes, guys. We need 50 likes. Come on, hit the like button. We got 70 people in here. We can get it to 50. It's not asking much. Hit the like button. But not D. Let's get the likes up to 50 and we'll do the draw. 37 it is right now.
Gave you what you gave me, boo. Enough.
41 likes, guys. We need 9 more likes to do the giveaway. Let's get we need 8 more likes. Hey, oh. All right, guys, we are not at 50 likes yet. Just saying. Just saying. Two more likes, guys. You can do it. I was thinking about, man, I might switch over to ES and take a micro long. All right, we got the 50 likes. Let's do the giveaway. Exclamation point cash. You got, if you're not in, you got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1, boom. The winner is Quick Vibe. Quick Vibe, you here? Quick Vibe, are you here? Show yourself. Break yourself. Let's go, Coach Fred. Nice job. Yeah, I was thinking the sweep of this low we could get long, but, I mean, it did push down 12 more points. Yes, held that 66.60. Quick Vibe, send me an email, methodicalman@gmail.com. It's pinned at the top of the chat there. Click on your icon at the top right of your screen. Screenshot this showing me you're logged in. Send me your login email for My Fun and Futures, and we'll get that 50K account over to you. Congratulations. 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 I like it. Oh, I like it. All right, making another run at the low here. Initial balance is now set. Excuse me. We're at 50% of the 4-hour gap. Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to turn bearish here is if 4-hour closes below. We won't know until FOMC at this point. You could maybe take the hourly inverse if we got it. I mean, I don't think a stab long here is horrible, to be honest. All right, I'm going to look for a little quick move back up. Retest the open price up there at maybe 46. We'll see. I'll probably add into this too if it continues to push a little bit lower here. Think we'll be stuck in initial balance or break below ahead of FOMC? Probably so, Harrison. ES not following the price action. Yeah, ES is holding the 60. That's why I think that we still just continue to just have these bounces. ES is not breaking below the 60 area. Just holding it. Yeah, Diego, I'm gonna I'll add into it down there at the 428 level. So I'm in long right now on an eval over here. Looking for 446.50. But in the next 2 minutes, if this does close and creates an order block, I'll probably move my target lower. On the 5-minute, I think 446 might be a little too aggressive there. I want to see the push up now, though. If it closes, if the 5-minute closes back above 440 here, then I think my target gets hit. So, just kind of see what happens. 420. I don't know anything about that, bro. Never had 420 in my life. Jackson's birthday's 420, April 20th. $44 seconds left on this candle. It needs to close above 40. I want this 5-minute candle to close above the bodies of these candles. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Come on. Question is, do I want to lock in 5 points here? I think so. All right, locking in 5. I still think it pushes. I did lock in 5 points there. So up $750 on that account now. And I got some laggage going on here. Oh, come on. I hate it when it does that. All my stuff just went away. There we go. Scalp that for 4. Let's go. Got 3 on 4 minis. Dang. Dang. There's the rip. So would have got filled right there. I don't know. It just went break even, I guess. Looking for a... I don't know why I can't... How come micro ES is not showing up over here? Down here? Trying to get micro ES loaded. I don't know. I guess we'll just stick to NQ. Yeah, Pine Tree was traveling yesterday, Eric. He was on the travel train. He was on a bus. He was traveling from Maine, Northwest Maine, to Mexico. He made it there. He made it there. He made it to Mexico safely. Made it to Mexico safely. Very, very safe travels for Pine Tree. He's still looking for June. He's on the hunt. He's on the hunt. He found Tristy. He found Tristy. But he didn't find June yet. All right, taking the long again off the 28 level here. Let's see what happens. Looking for 38. We're going to risk a little bit of points here. I'm going to risk like 20 points here. May add into it if it pulls back into like that 20 level. Pulls into Smoker's Paradise, we'll add. Now we'll go stop to break even at 36 because that's initial balance low, and I don't really want to, I mean, we will be fighting it. Maybe I should just take it at 36. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we take it at 36? I'm going to break even. I probably should have just taken it at 36. Yeah. Probably would have been smart just to take it at 36 there. I don't know. It probably gets through there on the next push. We'll see, though. All right, giving it one more stab here off the 25.75 level. Giving it one more shot. Break even on this is like 32. 32? If ES loses 60 here, this is just going to dump. So it's testing 60 again. We're assuming 60 holds. That's what we're assuming. We are assuming. Tilt activated FSP taking a break. Really? A little tilty. Is that just from today's action, or is that just a combination of like a couple of days action? You shorted that, lack of speed on the upside spikes? Yeah. Not a bad idea, Coach Fred. I'm definitely playing kind of against the trend here. Catching knives, whatever you want to call them. Falling knives. Again, 30, 29. Stop to break even now. 9 EMA there. Instinct was to kind of add down here, and I just didn't. Stop to break even will be 29. Right there. Push it through there. Come on. It's all right. I do think it goes here, but I can't really, I don't know. I should have added on that lower push. Should have added. What up, Black Phoenix? In your head. Yeah, I'm watching the ES here really closely, and if it recovers that 66, I'll long in my funded accounts. 1 micro, look for some points. Maybe not much, but we'll look for something. Uh-oh, Rob. Up 500, down 700? No way. That sucks. $36 needed. It pushed. It almost touched it. I mean, ES is just bottoming. It's found a bottom. It's holding 60 with extreme strength here. It's like a brick wall. Now, will it hold forever and continue to hold? I don't know. Will it break? I don't know. If it breaks, we will have a bit of a drop. Hey, I got the email from you. Quick Vibe. If you are still here, Quick Vibe, what is the first letter in your email? Let's get to the next low level and bounce. R. Awesome, Quick Vibe. Got you verified. We'll get that account over to you. Might take a day or two. Diego's up 555. John's up 1,000. Let's go. Locking it down. Yeah, that's crazy, Coach Frey. Look at that. I don't even know what that 400 level is. That has to be an hourly level that I marked out. Yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom of... why did I mark this out? I don't quite know what that is. Just an up-close candle. See, I don't really like the hourly here for this structure because we have all these little teeny hourly gaps in here. You almost have to use the 4 hour here. You really have to use the 4 hour. That's what that 400 is. It's the bottom of the 4 hour gap. So if we close below in the 4 hour, which we're not going to know for another 3 hours, then you kind of have that wick here. And then below there, you kind of have some trend line liquidity built up as well. We could have a decent size deep retracement here. 24K could be on the table. I mean, we're just looking at the 4 hour here, right? You got to mark out the obvious wicks. You know? Certainly looks that way. Now, here's the thing. Could this push down to here and then bounce and not close below on the 4 hour? Sure. We'll have to see. 396, yeah. Setting up for a rebalance on the FOMC, probably. Could be, potentially. Again, guess where the ES is? 660. Just holding it so hard. That I cannot repair. Really got to look at Mancini in the... Yeah, you don't. I do. I mark it out every day, Coach Fred. It's part of my religion. I mark out his levels. He did tweet exactly what we already knew. We already said this. We said a recovery of 66 is already going to... We already know. We know his setups without even reading them. I mean, it's not rocket science at this point. But he did tweet this out. He said a reclaim of 66 squeezes back to 73. So... a loss of the 60 sees 51. So the overnight low, I put it as previous day low, but that's actually the overnight low, 53.75. Right there. But you can see, I mean, this does not look like we're going lower. We're building structure above this level. To me, it looks like we're just going to blast off. But that's part of the reason why I keep longing. But I could be wrong. So far, there's not really enough energy to say it's doing anything, you know? 1 minute inverse here. Probably a break-even trade at best. We break back into that initial balance range there, and we push. Black ice. As soon as we lost the 50% in the larger fair value got resumed lower, yes. Man, I would actually like to trade the ES over here, but I can't, for some reason, I can't get it up on the thing, on the chart. Did I find it? Okay, maybe I did find it. There we go. NQ was so slow yesterday, it felt like trading the ES for sure. For sure. Stay away from the pyramid board games. Cash before fame. I'm going to long the ES if it recovers 66. I'll have a 7-point stop at 59. I'll put it actually below the low of day. So 59. Coach Fred, long in here. Let's go. We're just waiting, guys. Putting in a little bit of a higher low here. Let's see if we can break above 36. That'll be a good sign. 21 and 50. One runner. Oh, not much to do here, guys. We're just waiting. We are just waiting. Oh, dang it. Yeah, Rob, probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. Top of the hour here. 30 seconds. Do we get an influx of volume? Probably not. It really has kind of died off. I mean, price action this morning early on wasn't so bad. Still wasn't like perfect, but like for FOMC day, I don't think it was as bad as it could have been. Uh-oh, now she's moving. 3 points. 3 points later. She's moving. She's a runner. Oh, let's do the rundown here, guys. Take Profit Trader 40% off, no activation fee, code MM. My Funded Futures 5% off, no activation fee, code MM. Bulanox 83% off, code MM. Apex 80% off, code MYTH, MYTH. Trade Day, $59 all in, 5 trading days, same day What do they got? They got $59 all in. You get day one payouts, 5 trading days in the eval, code MM. So they lowered it from 7 to 5 on trade day. Tradeify, I think, is 35% off all accounts. They now have Project X, code MM. Day traders, 90% off, code MM. Tick Direct, I don't trade with them, but they do have a $99 direct to funded account. That's kind of interesting, code MM. Funded Futures Network, I think, is still 30% off, code MM. Elite Trader Funding, I don't know. Legends, I don't know, code MM. Funding Ticks, $50 all in for a 50K account. I'm going to load up with 6 more accounts with them, try to get them passed this time. You only need $2,500 to pass on their 50K accounts. Code MM, Lucid, code MM. I think it's 35% off their funded accounts, and then 45% off the evals, I believe. Futures Desk is still 60% off, code MMM, and Prop Shop, whatever, code MM. Basically, if you want to support the channel, use code MM. Aqua Futures, no, not familiar with them. Not familiar with them. There's so many out there, though. It's crazy. I mean, I just named off like 15. I probably trade 5 or 6 of these. As you guys know, the ones that I trade and 100% recommend, Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, Bulanox, Apex, Trade Day, Tradeify. Those are the ones I trade, and Futures Desk. But, I mean, I like Lucid. I like Funding Ticks. I've traded Funding Ticks. I just never had a payout with them. I like other ones. It's no point in having more accounts than I have right now. $40 or so, no activation. Interesting. That doesn't sound like a bad deal for sure. Does not sound like a bad deal. Appreciate you, Coach Fred. Yeah, that's me. I'm trying to stick to the one. Like, I mean, I don't hate some of those newer firms. I think they're okay. They just need more time. They just need more time. I don't see anything out there, that looks predatory. Like they're so cheap that they're just going to fail, I don't see anything out there like that right now. Dun, 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 dun. MM is not valid at Funded Futures Network. It should be. Let me see. Let me double check it. Oh, they're still 50% off. I'm pretty sure that's my code with them. Let's see. Oh, it says code myth. Why is it code myth? That says my code is MYTH with them. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I guess that makes it difficult for you guys to use my code if I give you the wrong code, huh? No, they did not remove consistency. But here's the link. You can click on the link. But yeah, the code is actually myth. My bad. The code is MM at Lucid Gold Chest. Trade day is still 5 trading days needed clarity. They just reduced it from 7 to 5. 7 to 5. Lucid is MM. Lucid should be MM. Let me see. I'll double check with that one too, but should be. Trade day's 30% off, but their 50K intraday trailing account is only $59 all in. All in, $59. Let me check Lucid just to make sure. What is this? Where do I see my code at? Yeah, it's MM. MM. I mean, a bounce off 400 is not outside the question here. It wouldn't be a horrible idea, I guess. Lucid MM. Trade day's 30%, yeah. They're 30% off, but they do have still $59 all in for the 50K intraday trailing account. I might try a little 400 bounce here. I'm going to try a little 400 bounce. It could just push right through there. But let's try a psych level bounce. Let's try a little psych level bounce. Have to lose 1K in funding ticks eval? Yeah, they got 40%, Coach Fred. Yep. You can only make what, like, because they're you only got to make $2,500, so it's like $700 a day. What is it? 25. What is that divided by? I guess you can make like 1,100 a day or something, or 1,000. Yeah, around 1,000, I would imagine. Yeah. Oh, you're just going to come that close to us and not get us? That's rude. Did Trade Day ever add rhythmic? I don't know. Let me see. Let me look. Let's get the answer. I know they have X. But what are you looking to use it on? Because you can use a Tradeovate account on Ninja from them. They have Tradeovate, Ninja, TradingView, Jigsaw, Trade Day X, and Quantower. Yeah, EMM's definitely easy to remember. That's why I chose MM, Michael. I think it's a great deal. I mean, they got the same rules as Take Profit Trader. Day one payouts. You only got to trade 5 days in the eval now. I just, I had 3 accounts with them and I went on tilt and blew them. So I was really nursing them along too. And then I just went on tilt and blew them a couple of weeks ago. Talking about Trade Day, I hate weeks. Trade Day. Trade Day is basically a carbon copy of Take Profit Trader. You get day one payouts. You got 5 days to trade. And their accounts are really a decent deal. So you can see, I know you like the bigger accounts. The 150K, they have a static account that's only $139. Is that right? Or is that a reset? Let me see. 150K static account's $245. It's not bad. The 50K static account, $105. But if you get the 150K static, it's $3,750 in drawdown. Or the regular, the trade day 150K is $210. No activation fee with these. And then your end of day 150K is $262 with no activation fee. But you can see your intraday trailing account for the 50K right here, $59. I'm sorry, $69. I don't know why I thought it was 59. It used to be 59. The reset's 59, but it's 69. My bad. I thought they had said that one was still 59. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I thought I had heard. I guess maybe I was wrong there. But yeah, pricing's right in line with what you would expect. And again, you get day one payouts, so can't complain about that. Just erase 1K with spread on GC. You passed a ton too, but fell in mini. Me too. Yeah, it can be whatever you want. I hate weeks. It can be intraday, it can be static, it can be whatever. So, exactly, Vivian. Yeah, I think they have really good deals too, Michael. They're kind of slept on. I don't sell very many of the accounts, and I'm kind of shocked. I mean, and this is the thing, Trade Day's not new. They've been around for 5+ years. They're not a new prop firm. They've been around for a long time. They're not new. I think a lot of people think they're new. They're not. All right, ES got back above the 660 level there. I do think, I mean, I like this 400 bounce if we can get it. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there and see what happens. Really good study materials too for free. Yeah. Pine Tree traded with them in 2022. Yeah, they've been around for a long time. See, Pine Tree was blowing accounts with them all the way back to 2022. Yeah. They were, Michael. They were kind of one of the first ones to do the they had like the static accounts with decent size on them and stuff like that. Not as fast back then, yeah. Hey, if I don't pick on Pine Tree, who will, you know? Might get a 50 touch here. Let's move this over for now. I mean, we've got a potential 50 touch here. We've not had one all day. Do we short off the 50 touch? Yeah, exactly, Vivian. Lightning fast. Lightning fast payouts. Oh, man, I'm tempted to short the 431 on this funded account. I mean, one of the things I do like is we're in this lower high, lower low mode. So that kind of goes along with that. Oh, you long from 1250? Let's go, Coach Fred. Nice. I'm considering taking this. The thing is, I could take it, and we'd still be green on the day on this account, win or lose. Only $20, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to try it. Which props are one day to pass? Bulenox, Apex, Tradeify, Funded Futures Network. No, I don't know. Not many of them. Funding Ticks is. No, wait. Funding Ticks. It depends on what account you trade. Funding Ticks does have an account that is one day to pass. I think Lucid is. Not very many, to be honest. All right, we're going to try this here on the Bulenox funded account. Let's see what we can get. If it loses, maybe I'll just, stand in the corner and cry. Tagged in. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. If I see 5 points in the green here, I might just take it. It's when I rob a bank. That is not necessarily the reaction we were hoping for. But let's wait. Let's be patient. I will take the 5 points. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go. Let's go. Wait a second. Guys, did I do... I am so dumb. God, why do I do that? I was long again. What am I doing, man? Oh, my God. I did Pine Tree. Did you see that? Did that show up? Guys, I longed. What the hell am I doing? I longed. Oh my God. That's supposed to be a short, and I longed. Oh my God. That's like the second time I've done that in a week. I can't believe I did that. Having you twice this week. I can't believe I did that. Oh, man. What up, Oracle? Oh, man, that's annoying. I can't believe I longed there. Which turned out to be the move. But good thing I moved my stop. Well, I guess maybe moving the stop down actually hurt me. Oh, see a doctor check for early Alzheimer's. Something. Yeah, I need to stand in the corner. I do. Need to do something. God dang it. I can't believe I did that. God dang. I looked at my P&L. I'm only up 120. I'm expecting to be up 327. I'm like, God dang it. What did I do there? I knew immediately I'd done something wrong. Oh. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was a good 5-point target, but unfortunately. Unfortunately. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Quesadilla. So ES is approaching the 66 level. We get a close above 66, I'm going to long. They do quantile right 8 weeks, they do. Oh, man, I cannot believe I did that. And it was the right decision to move it up to 5 points, too. That's all right. Going to retest that 66 here, potentially. Signs of life, yeah. Ah, can't believe I did that. VWAP on the ES is sitting at 66 as well. Cannot believe I did that. Holy cow. Cannot believe I did that. Do, 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 do. How you guys going to let me do that? I kind of want a long right here, to be honest. Maybe a little deeper pullback here. I don't know. We'll see. A little bull flag potential here. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right, I'm going to stab here. So we get this pushed back up towards the 450 area. Well, that's not a good reaction. I really want to move my stop down to here. But I'm going to let it stop me out. And if it pulls back lower, then I'll look to re-enter. So kind of like annoyed there because I'm at $85 now when I should have been up 350, 325 and been done for the day. But it's all right. So it may take one more trade on it and see if we can't get a push. One more trade. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. My gut was telling me to move the stop down a little more, but I didn't. Frank, I did it on the Nasdaq. I don't know. I just kind of thought we might hold this 1 minute gap. It looked like we were holding the EMA here. We pushed this candle closed back above this candle, so I just kind of thought it would go. And it didn't. It's just an I think trade. I don't have a very big win rate on those. So that's all. Should have probably waited for a little bit of a deeper retrace where ES kind of like back down in here where ES is at that 660 level. So ES didn't really test that 666 level. It almost got there. It was like 665, I guess, within a few ticks of it. But I do think looking for a long down here once ES tests the 660 level is not a bad idea. So that's probably what I'm going to do. See if ES can hold this 660. So ES back to 660 here. There we go. ES directly testing that 660 now. Yeah, Frank, for sure. There's definitely some resistance. This might be where 660 breaks, though. I mean, it's been tested to death this morning. Got the London close here in, what, 2.5 minutes as well. ES breaking the 660 now. So maybe it wants to go for the overnight low. Let's see. $53.75 is the overnight low there. It's the first time it's actually kind of closed below 660 as well. Still considering that 400 psych level here. Should probably wait for ES to sweep that 53.75. Let's see what happens. Currently 4 points off that level. There's the London close. Megaphone the ES. Yeah. 5 minute. ES retesting 660 here. SMT at the low. If ES gets back above the 660, I'll probably take it, but we'll see. Rejecting off that 660 level right now. Long 41 making you back 50% of the losses. Let's go. Big rejection off that level now. I'm going to take a little scalp here. Yeah, that's a pivot point. I do think we test that 400 level. But I'm going to front run it a little bit through the pivot point. The bodies of these candles, I'll put the stop into break even at that point. Why trade before? I don't know, PW. I think it's okay. Lucid trading code is MM. Yes, gold chest. I'm going to move this up above the 50 EMA. I may add into this too. As long as ES stays below 60, I'm okay with it. If ES gets back above 60, then we'll probably just kill it. I'm going to move this down to like 95 area. So I think we get a big-ish candle. We might bounce off the 400 the first time, and then the second push through, I think we get a big candle. Uniman gold chest, appreciate you. So again, if ES pushes through 60, I'll just exit and we'll look for a better spot. But I'm kind of thinking it should hold that down and get this one more push lower. Testing 60 now, so let's see. Max is getting a little woofy going over here. Be very reasonable with targets. Yeah. So ES right there at the 60. I think I'm probably going to kill this here. Yep, I'm out. I don't like how the ES looks there. It's pushing back above the 60 level. 50 EMA sitting up there at the 25s. Again, ES pushing above the 60 there. I kind of want a long here, to be honest. Try a stab here. ES back to the 60 level here. Yeah, if this thing just doesn't hold that level, that's going to be annoying. Just might be an FOMC thing, right? Shake you out in both directions. We'll see. We shall see. Let's be patient with it here. I'm about to have to end stream, guys. I've got some stuff I got to take care of. So I'm in this trade, but I do have to end stream here, guys. I got a few things I got to go take care of. If you guys haven't already hit that like button for me, subscribe. If you're not yet, subscribe. And we might be back this afternoon. I'll let you guys know how this trade plays out. Right now, not looking so good. But appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in